So in this class we are going to study about set theory. Okay, you all know about this in plus 2 as well as in graduation. So just a recap, whatever you have studied. First of all, come to the introduction. This is the definition of a set. So set is nothing but a collection of distinct. Do you know the meaning of distinct means? Separate. Okay. Or you may say the unique elements. So set is a collection of distinct as well and well-defined objects. All the elements in a set are written once. You have to write once. Okay. And in other words, duplicate elements are not allowed in the set. Okay. So if there are two elements which are same, they have to write it down only once. Okay. So in simple language, duplicate elements are not allowed in the set. Example: group of all the students of a school. Group of all the students of a school, you can say it is a set. So in a school there are different classes are there, standard 1, standard 2 to up to 12th. If you take the group of all the students, then it will become a set. Another example, collection of all the books on a book shelf. Let's suppose in your study room there is a book shelf and you have you have collected some book there, or you have placed some book on the book shelf. And if you take the collection of those books, then that will also become a set. Group of all computer science majors in the university. Okay, so there is a major means in certain university, some subjects are treated as a major subject. The students who have taken major subject, that is computer science, is a major subject. So if you collect those students, then that will become a set. Collection of all the courses running in the university. If let's suppose if I say collection of all the courses running in Sambalpur University, so there are various courses running, so that will become a set. Okay, group of all the employees of a company. Okay, and from your side, give one example. Girls. Tell me one example. Yes. Yes, your side. Group of. Okay, so that is if I say uh, group of, you say teachers of a university. Any other example? Hmm? So actually, U is not vowels through the sound start. Okay. So group of teachers of a university. If you take all the teachers of, let's suppose, this Sambalpur University, then that will also become a set. So there are several examples you explore by yourself. Okay, now the question arises here: how to represent a set? You know how to represent. So there are two ways with the help of which you can represent. I think there are, you can say three ways are there. Okay, the first one is tabular method. Tabular method. Second one is set builder method, and third one is the Venn diagram. So there is a typo mistake. It will be three ways: a tabular method, set builder method, and Venn diagram. Okay, so let us first come to tabular method. So in this method, all the elements are written within the curly braces. Okay. So if I say, let's suppose, and remember, the name of a set is represented by a capital letter in English alphabet. Okay. So let's suppose if I write V is a set. and it is set of all the vowels of English alphabet. So this will be A, E, I, U. So this is the tabular method. Okay. Similarly, if I write A is equal to, is this a set or not? Yeah. Uh, Set or not? Is this? Yes, it's a set of symbols. Symbols are there, or this is a, let's suppose this one is the parallelogram, this is square, triangle, and circle. So this is the tabular method. Okay, it's very simple. You have to write it down in the curly braces. So here V is the name of the set. You have to give the equal to symbol, and within the curly braces, add in the elements separated by comma. Okay, this is called as the tabular method. Second one is the set builder method. Okay, so what is the set builder method? Yes, will tell me. So here actually we'll define a set by using language, by using some sentence. Okay, and using some logic, we'll define a set. For example, if I want to define this set of vowels, so what I will write? V is equal to, I start the curly braces. Okay, set of all x's such that, give a such that, or you may double column, so single column you can give. Okay, set of all x's such that x is a vowel in English alphabet. Okay, so it's very clear. So this is called the set builder method. So set of all x's. Here you have to read it like this: set of all x's, plural, because this set contains more than one elements. It may contain one element or it may not contain one element, but you have to pronounce it using plural. So set of all x's such that x is a vowel in English alphabet. So there are, it will come A, E, I, O, U. Okay. So let's suppose another example. Let's suppose if I write E is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Okay. So it's very clear that it is a set of even numbers, even natural numbers. So how will you write it down in set builder method? Yeah, how write it down? E is equal to set of all x's, set that x is a all no लिखिए नहीं. Just you have to define for one element. X is a what? You have to define one element. Okay, because you have already told this that set of all x's. You have told already here. Then you have to define one element. Automatically you will define all the elements. Set of all x's that x is a even. X is an even natural number. So here actually 2 is not taken as a natural number. We have started from 1. So 1 is not even, so it will not come into the set. 2 is even number, so it's go on. Okay, so this is the this is a example of set builder method. Okay, so why actually set builder method is being used? Why? Because if I use a tabular method, sometimes there will be a lot of elements will be there. So it is not easy to write it down all the elements in a tabular method. So it is better to define a logic. Okay, so that I can easily represent by using a set builder method like this. Okay, so let's suppose if I write it down another let's suppose r is equal to set of all x's such that x is a root of a, or you may write it down like this: set of all x's such that x is equal to such that x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. This is This is one example of a set builder method. Okay, so write it down this one as a tabular method. Tabular method lakho kemti ho? Set up all x's such that x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. कितने हला 4 9 16 केमती ଏଠି so you have to find the solution of a quadratic equation. Understood? एटी कोड लिखा है x ର value 0 दबो बोली कोड लिखा है x is a natural number की कोड लिखा है एटी is it written there? So just find it out this minus 1. Yeah, actually x plus 1 whole square ना whole square ना this is so x is equal to कितने होगा minus 1 twice होगा ना होगा कि नहीं minus 1 because it's a quadratic equation there will be two roots out minus 1 out minus 1 so if I write it down here minus 1 and minus 1 but what I told you the elements never repeated in the set so it will be only minus 1 hella is it correct any doubt okay so this is the R is written in the set builder method here and the same is written as the tabular method minus 1 okay so first what do you have to do you have to solve this quadratic equation so when you solve this quadratic equation x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0 which implies x plus 1 square is equal to 0 this is the x square a square plus b square plus 2ab which implies x is equal to how much minus 1 comma minus 1 two values so this is the set of okay so let's suppose come to another example if I write down b set of all x's such that x plus y is equal to 7 so can you write it down in the tabular method can you write it down in tabular method yes okay so anybody got answer so first of all this is not a set okay why because it is not well defined this x is not well defined can you find the value of x without knowing the value of y you cannot find it out okay so this is not a set because it's not well defined understood similarly if I write it down if it written two equations are given then it is a set Bujala? Same thing if I write it down x is equal to 7 minus y is equal to 7 minus x same equation set up all x's such that so instead of x you can use another things y as well set up all y such that y is a brilliant student in a class let's suppose in fifth standard. Okay, so there is a school. There is in this school there is a fifth standard, means fifth class is there. So we have to find it out. Set up all Y's such that Y is a brilliant student in fifth standard. Okay, so not a set because Y is not well defined. Because for me that student may be brilliant, but for other that may not be brilliant. So you cannot well define an element here. Okay, so this is not a set. Okay, so last one is Venn diagram. Okay, so you can represent a set by using Venn diagram. Okay, so let's suppose A is equal to A B C E is in a set. Then you can represent this A by using Venn diagram as just write down its name is A. Inside this, write down A B C E. Okay, so these are the examples Venn diagrams. Similarly, if I write down B is equal to 1, 2, 3, and so on. So here write down 1, 2, 3, and so on. Just use a. It is not necessary that the diagram will be this ellipse structure or the oval structure. You may use the rectangle structure. Any structure you can use. But generally, this oval structure is being used in the book. Or you can use a circle, you can use the rectangle, you can use square, and so on. Or you can use the triangle as well. That's the symbol in the Venn diagram. Okay, so now come to elements of set. So as I told you, let's suppose A is equal to okay, so here how many elements are there? 7 elements are there. So they are the elements 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D. Okay. So if in other words I can say this 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D are the elements of set A. Okay, or these elements are present in set A. So I can say 1 belongs to A. You have to use this symbol. 1 belongs to A means what? A is an element of set A. Similarly, I can say small a belongs to E. This small a also the element of okay, but I can say small e doesn't belongs to A because E is not the element of A. Okay, so whenever you write it down in any set builder method or in tabular method or Venn diagram, if the elements are there in the set, then you can use the belongs to symbol and not belongs to symbol to identify whether the element is present in the set or not. Okay, or in other words whether the element is the member of the set or not. So you can use this belongs to symbol. Okay, so this is actually used in the later topic it will be used. That's why I told you. Okay, so here I understand how an elements can be described whether it's the member of set or not. Now another is the cardinality of the set. So what is the cardinality of the set? It is simple the number of elements present in the set. That is the unique elements. Okay, so that is the, you may say, number of elements, or you may say distinct elements. Number of distinct elements present in a set. That is called as the cardinality of a set, and it is represented by, let's suppose A is the set having some elements, then cardinality of set A is represented by like this. You have to use the bar symbol. So cardinality of A is how much? 4. Okay. Similarly, if I say V is equal to set of all x's, so that x is a vowel in English alphabet. So what is the cardinality of V? Cardinality of V is equal to 5. Okay. Similarly, if I see set of all x's, so that x is a consonant in English alphabet. Okay. So what is the cardinality of C? 21. Because there are 21 consonants are there in the English alphabet. So in this way you can find out the cardinality of A. Okay. Now come to subset of a set. Okay. A set is sorry. I can say a set X is sorry. A set X is set said to be the subset of set Y if every element of X is in Y. Okay, is in Y or present in Y? A set X is said to be the subset of set Y if every element of X is in Y. Then we can say X is the subset of Y. So it is written as X is the subset of Y like this. Okay, I have given a equal to symbol, one line here. There is a meaning. I will tell you later. So X is a subset of Y like this. Okay, and it is denoted by okay. So this is the X is a subset of Y. You understood this one? Symbolically, it is represented like this. X is a subset of Y. If every element of X is present in Y, then you can say X is a subset of Y. Hello. Here X is the subset. Y is the superset. Hello. So here X is the subset of Y, and Y is the superset of X. Okay, so we understand this word. One is subset, another one is the superset. Hello. So any doubt here? So let me write one example. A is equal to let's suppose 1, 2, 3 A B D, and B is equal to A 1 2. Okay. Is A is the subset of B? Hmm? Is A is the subset of B? No. So we can say A is not the subset of B, but B is the subset of A. Because all the elements of B, that is A 1 2, this is actually present here. A 1 2. So you can say B is the subset of A. Hello. So logically, what it tells us that let's suppose A is the subset of B, which implies if X belongs to A, which implies X belongs to B. Over or nahi? Because every element of X is in B. So if X belongs to A, that must be in B. Which implies X belongs to B. Yeah? So this is actually it's written logically here. I have written. If X belongs to A, then you can say, then which implies X belongs to B. Okay. Now come to equal sets. Okay. So who will define?
Every element of one set within the within another set. then both of the set can be said.
There is a subset. I'm saying an equal limit. Equal sets I'm saying.
The number of sets is one.
So anybody who can define equal sets. Okay, so see here, two sets A and B are said to be equal. Okay, I am writing down mathematically. You can elaborate it using language. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A. Okay, so you can in language you can say two sets A and B are said to be equal if every element of A is in B and every element of B is in A. Okay, as well as it implies that the cardinality of set A and B are same. Number of elements in A is equal to the number of elements in B. Okay, but if the cardinality of two sets are same, it doesn't mean that they are the equal set. Two sets are equal. Elements must be same. Okay, but if the two sets are equal, which implies their cardinality is same. Hello. So you can write it down here, which implies cardinality of A is equal to cardinality of B. How nahi? Because same elements are, but the reverse is not true. If the cardinality of two sets are same, it doesn't mean that the two sets will be equal. May be equal, may not be equal. Hello? May be equal, may not be equal. So example is, let's suppose I write A is equal to set of all x's such that x minus x square minus 1 is equal to 0. Hello? And I write b is equal to 1 minus 1. Okay. Are they, these two sets are equal or not? Yes or no? Yes, because if I write it down in tabular form, this set A, then I have to solve x square minus 1 is equal to 0, 1, x is equal to, okay. So this implies x is equal to 1 and minus 1. Okay. So I can write it down A is equal to 1 comma minus 1. And see here, it is actually same. Okay. So we can find it out. A is equal to B. Hello? As well as you can say cardinality of A is equal to cardinality of B. So here two sets are equal. Okay. This is example number 1. If I take example number 2, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to A, B, C, are these two sets are equal? No. Okay, see here, the cardinality of A and B are same, but the elements are not same. So that is why here we can say A is not equal to B. Set A is not equal to B. Understood? So it's very clear. Equal sets. Proper subset of a set. Okay, so here comes the proper subset. Okay, so what I told you earlier, if I say A is equal to A, B, C and B is equal to A, B, C. Okay, so here I can write down A is the subset of B. Okay, but A is not the proper subset of B. Or you can say write it down mathematically like this. A is not the proper subset of B. Okay, so what do you mean by proper subset? A set A is said to be the proper subset of B if every element of A is in B and A and B are not equal set. है ना? Equal होगा ना? मुझे लगा एटी B रे there must be some extra element than A. First of all the elements of A must be in B, as well as B must have some extra element than A. That is called the proper subset. बुझिए तो?
So
हाँ
elements, sir, so elements do cardinality.
हाँ every element देखो A ର ସମସ୍ତ element ଅଛନ୍ତି କି ନାହିଁ B ରେ ତାହେଲେ ଅଛନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ଦେଖ B ରେ ଆଉ extra element ନାହାନ୍ତି ମାନେ ଆମେ କହିପାରିବୁ ନା equal to ବୋଲିକି subset ବି ହୋଇ ଗୋଟେ equal to ଗୋଟେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଏଠି ତଳେ କ'ଣ ଦିଆହେଇଛି there is a line here ହେଲା ଏଥର ମାନେ କ'ଣ ହବ A is a subset ବି ଅଟେ ଆଉ equal to ବି ହେଇପାରେ ହେଲା every element of A is in B as well as A equal to B ବି ହେଇପାରେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଏଟା ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ମୁଁ ଏମିତି ଲେଖିବି let's suppose D is equal to AB and F is equal to A, B, C, D like this. Then I can say D is the proper subset of F like this. ହେଲା ଏଠି ଦେଖ D ଟା କ'ଣ ହବନି D will not be all the elements of D is in F as well as F have some extra elements like C and D. ହେଲା proper subset ମାନେ ହେଲା ସେଇ ଦିଟା ସେଟା କେବେ equal ହେବେ ନା. If D is the proper subset of F means all the elements of D is present in F and D and F cannot be equal. That is called as the proper subset. Hello? It can be written as well D is the subset of एमती भी लिखा है जे पारिबा हैला you can write it down as well एटा subset भी होते हैला okay so one more example let's suppose example number 2 n is the what set of natural numbers okay E is set of even natural numbers so you can say E is the proper subset of n केबे इक्वल होबो n सहित because n रे odd number भी अछन होबो कि इक्वल होबो नि so E is the proper subset of n you can say E set of even numbers even natural numbers okay so any doubt up to this come to power set okay yes tell me what is a power set power set of any set is denoted by you have write it down P A okay power set of a set A is the set of all subsets of A. Power set of A, power set of a set A is the set of all subsets of A. ହେଲା A ର first of all what will you find it of the all the subset. then पुଣି ଗୋଟେ set create କରିବ. So that will become a power set of A. Okay. So before going to this power set, one more thing I would like to say you. There is one kind of set that's called null set or empty set. Okay, so just keep it in mind. I will tell you later in the coming topic. Null set means that doesn't contain any kind of any elements. Okay, so the cardinality of a null set is 0. The empty set or the null set is the subset of every set. You know about this? Empty set or null set is the subset of every set. So let's suppose A is equal to okay. So find all the subsets of A. कौन होगा? Empty set, or you can write it down like this. Okay. Then 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 all the subsets of A are this. Okay, so you can say power set of A. The set of sets. Set of sets. It can be written as এই জায়গাରେ ତମେ ଏମିତି ବି ଲେଖିପାରିବ empty କଲି process ହେଲା empty କୁ ମୁଁ replace କଲି 5 ସହିତ that is a null set or empty set then A then B this can be represented as A. This is another representation. What is the cardinality of A? Cardinality of A is how much? Two. Two elements are there. What is the cardinality of power set A? कितने? Four. Okay. Okay. This much for today. क्या पढ़ेगा? Okay. This much for today. So okay. So here power set of A is cardinality of power set of A is how much? 4. So you can write it down as 2 to the power 2. Okay. So assume this one as n is equal to 2. So we can write it down 2 to the power n. So if there are n elements in a set A, then there will be 2 to the power n elements in the power set of A. So in other words, we can say if the cardinality of A is n, then what is the cardinality of power set A? Is equal to 2 to the power n. Okay. So this was for today. Next class. So I will continue empty set and some other sets in the next class.